fighting game community has come together to produce a code of conduct, like a community-wide code of conduct to help ease the burden on individual tournament organizers when putting various guidelines in place. So the fighting game community is obviously, amongst all the esports communities, likely, I don't even know if it's debatable, the most grassroots-based esports community of all the game communities. I mean, like, you're talking about a huge range of events from small to large. They're all run in very similar ways. So, yeah, it's it definitely is more susceptible to varying codes of conduct at certain, at the various events and whatnot. And the tournament organizers, the burden of that falls on their shoulders. So they decided to come together in the light of some other events that have happened in the fighting game community in the last year, to try and standardize it, or standardize a large portion of it, so that it made it easier for these events to put these things in place. It was worked on for over 6 months. So a group of about 30 people came together, big names in the fighting game community, came together to do this over the course of 6 months, and then also got vetted by another list of, I think it was like 10 other members of the community. And it covers everything from like violence to DDoSing and underage players at events and all that shit. So they're standardizing all of that stuff that would, in bigger, like in more what I would call commercialized esport events, would already have their own in place, and there's not a thing. But like I said, with the fighting game community being so grassroots, none of this shit existed anywhere. So last year, I don't know if you remember, because I don't even know, I don't think we ever even commented on the podcast, but there was an absolute fucking metric ton of, let's go with less than savory allegations that were often proven to be reality within the Smash community specifically in regards to, we'll stick with the not savory stuff to just keep it simple. And so after that was apparently when this really started to kick up. We're like, all right, we need to get some of this shit in check, because it's making our community look not so hot. So you can check it out and see the whole list for yourselves, but I just thought I'd bring this up because it is a relatively big thing for the fighting game community. But I also thought there was a little bit of humor for me in here as well, in the midst of all this, because there is a section specifically that is calling out the Smash community. They don't say Smash specifically, but everyone knows that it is for that community specifically. Speaking of the Smash community, is what I have in my notes here. The line 3.1.15 states, creating a nuisance or hazard by neglecting personal hygiene, refusing to take appropriate hygienic or medical precautions, or engaging in or encouraging others to commit any hygienically or medically unsafe behavior would be prohibited. Which is a really, really, really fancy way of saying, take a bath, wash yourself, take a bath, put some fucking deodorant on, you degenerate! Jesus! The Smash community has been by far the smelliest, least showered, like, bottom of the barrel, stereotypical, pit-stained, same shirt for 3 months, haven't changed their socks in a year, doesn't mind the smell of rotting flesh for years. It's crazy. You even experienced it when you went to that event. I can't remember which event it was, and you said you were going down the escalator.
All of them packed.
And like on the top floor, it wasn't so bad, and then you get on the escalator, and you would, like where the fighting game community would be, and you'd be going down the escalator, and the deeper you went, it was like the air got heavier, and it got harder to breathe, to the point where it just smelled like death.
Oh yeah, those places are. I mean, listen, you get a whole bunch of sweaty nerds in one place. That ain't it. That ain't it,
bro. It was bad. So this is necessary for sure. And you know what? I'm just interested in how they enforce this one.
Well, I mean, it'd be pretty fucking funny if they're like, hey, they make a public announcement. Hey, yo, Smash Master 2287 1994 just got disqualified and banned from this area because he stinks and refuses to shower. I mean, fuck, that's humiliating. You know, it'd be bad enough if like your spouse tells you like, hey, you kind of fucking stink. You should probably, you know, say you got a girlfriend, right? Boyfriend.
Oh my God.
And you know, you haven't known each other for a long time. Like now, like Kayla could be like, bro, you need a fucking shower, right? You know, it's like whatever. We just laugh about it. Yeah, I fucking stink. But like say, you know, you go on a date with somebody and you're trying to impress them, and you know, all of a sudden, it doesn't even need to be a date. It could be like an acquaintance, whatever. And they're like, bro, you fucking stink. You can't come in here. And then announce that publicly.
Bro.
You're disqualified.
For stinking.
For stinking.
You know what was the crazy? You know what the at first I was like, I knew it was kind of bad, but at the same time I was like, all right, you know, okay. You know, you tell them and they'll probably own up to it and just get on their shit, right? No, there was a bunch of them that actually legitimately tried to make the argument that it was expensive to take showers and shit, and that not everyone can afford to shower, and that it was discriminatory to say that or state that people had to like wear deodorant or shower because, you know, bathing is expensive and deodorant is expensive. And everyone was like, all right, hold up. So first of all, you came to this event, you're in a hotel. You're not paying for the water. Take a fucking shower. 2, deodorant is literally $1. $1. You probably bought your fucking 6th Big Mac meal of the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
And you're going to be out here telling me that you can't spend $1 on a stick of deodorant that lasts you a month and a half, 2 months?
Yeah. Your one can of fucking Red Bull that you've been drinking like it's water.
Yeah. Put it down.
Put it down and go buy yourself some fucking Axe spray or some fucking deodorant, whatever. The argument that not everybody can afford to shower is an argument that I would only listen to if you're from a third world fucking country.
Bro, not even a third world country is that bad.
All right?
Bro, no, stop.
All right? That's the
you
only time
you might not have
speaking
heated water in a third world country. You still having some water to bathe in.
You mean to tell me somebody that is traveling to an event, even if you live there locally, and you've got your perfect little controller, because you know they got their own little fucking controllers. You got your games that you play. You got a slice of pizza in your hand.
They're not making their own meals most of the time, bro.
Listen, bro. No. That is a way too of a try hard to try and fight the fight here so that they don't have to clean themselves. Or I don't even believe that. I just think that they're just trying to make an argument, and they're just trying to like make the company look like they're bad for saying this. Listen, if you fucking stink and you're no fun to be around, and you can't fucking brush your teeth or wear deodorant or fucking look presentable, and in some kind of conference or competition where you're going to be on camera, you're going to have a bunch of other people around you. You're in public, and you can't abide by. They're not saying there's a dress code and you have to like be wearing this and that and that. They're saying fucking don't stink. Shower. Put on, and if you can't shower, dose yourself with deodorant so you smell presentable for a few hours. They're not asking you for $1,000 membership in a fucking 3-piece suit. They're saying you can wear your fucking sweaty ass, shitty ass underwear. They're saying you can wear your same sweats that you've been wearing for the last 9 months straight, and your shitty gaming sweater that you've been wearing for the last 3 years straight that have holes all over it. They're saying you can do that. They're just saying put on deodorant while you do it, you stinky fuck. And if you got a problem with it, fuck off. We don't want you in the building.
Just like it's definitely like it needed to be done for sure. Thank God they put this in the fucking guidelines, because like for real, like I know it's not, and I know it's not all about this shit, but like at the same time, I just think about, you know, do these people even want to have a relationship with somebody? Like,
No.
Whether it's another
No.
guy or a girl or what,
No.
it doesn't matter. Because I can tell you right now, the odds of you landing anyone that isn't also in some sort of weird hellscape where they don't bathe ever or do anything ever is like zero. It's basically zero. Just fucking take a bath. Put on some dollar stick deodorant.
Dude, I
and call
can go around people knowing that you stink that bad. It's just like, it has nothing to do with like trying to find a spouse or anything. It's called being a decent human being and being considerate to other people. Listen, if you want to stink like ass and you want a physical waft that you can see as you walk by, it's totally fine. But do it by yourself. Don't go into a public place with hundreds of people and expect everybody to just ignore your funk. It just ruins your whole. Listen, there's thousands of people that are listening to this, and I guarantee there's hundreds, if not thousands of people that have been to conventions, that have been to a movie theater, that have been in public, and they could smell somebody's fucking funk, and it's awful. It like ruins it. Yeah, it ruins your entire experience. It isn't even like it's bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And like, listen, we all get stinky. Like, fuck. I can smell my feet from here. My shoes are all like, so my socks are like, they stink every time I put these certain shoes on that I go to the workplace with. And I can smell myself. But I'm by myself. If I'm going over Adam's house or I'm going to public and my feet smell like this, I'm going to wash my feet. I'm going to change my socks because it's the decent thing to do. But since I'm here by myself, if I want to smell like BO and I want to shit myself here, I can do that. That's okay. Not shaming anybody for smelling bad because we all smell bad at times. But when you do it in public and then you want to cry about it when you get called out for it, go fuck yourself, man. You better fuck yourself because nobody else is doing it.
I was going to make that joke, but I was like, no, I'll let it go. But you picked it up anyway.